All right, man. I thought about this. You know what I'm saying? This is my theory. This is what's making the most sense to me right now. And if you really think about it, you know what I'm saying? This is the most logical thing going. So if you remember back in what was this? A couple years ago. First of all, this person in the picture right here, that's Diddy and Clarence Avant. Clarence Avant, that's the black godfather of music right there. The dude that had all the pull in music. And we sit around and think like a lot of us never even heard of Clarence Avant until recent years. You know what I'm saying? Then you find out who he is. They got a documentary and everything on him. Then you like, how's this black dude, this black man, with all this power in the background, all this time, ain't none of us never heard about the Joker until a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's him, the black godfather, Clarence Avant. So Clarence Avant was controlling everything from behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? He had all the pull. This is Diddy and Jay Z are his proteges. And that's just the beginning. He then worked with everybody, dealt with everybody, called all the shots behind the scenes. So that's why when people saying now everybody's saying they coming for Jay Z next. They're not just saying that. The reason why they're saying that is because these were his two main proteges right here, Jay Z and Diddy. So if you remember a couple years ago, they killed Clarence Avant's wife. Joker came to his house, shot his wife dead, 81 years old. No real reason to shoot her, no real reason to kill her. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is like 2, 3 years ago at this point. Came to her house and shot her dead, an intruder. It says on here that the intruder, what does it say? It says the intruder said he researched Clarence Avant's name online before 2:30 a.m. home invasion and hoped to obtain valuable items in a premeditated burglary. The premeditated burglary, he researched these items. So, was the items he was looking for videos and lists? Because you got to think about this now. The way that these people have been always in control of everything and kept control of everything, just like the mob, just like Hollywood, Hugh Hefner, all these people is all through sex tapes and blackmail. You know what I'm saying? This has been going on. That's why all this talk around Diddy is these parties, these tapes, this blackmail, these lists, everything that's going on. So when we first started hearing the Clarence Avant, we sitting there like, how's this black man got all this power in the music business? A lot of them haven't heard of him till recently, till the past couple of years. He emerges as the mentor of Jay Z, Diddy, and a host of other people. And that's only the beginning of it. There's a lot of stuff with here's him and Clive Davis. This is Clarence Avant and Clive Davis. So if you know about the whole Clive Davis story and all that kind of stuff, that brings you over to Whitney Houston. This is Clarence Avant and Whitney Houston right here. Clarence and when Whitney Houston died, if you was paying attention to that, um, all the talk about when Brittany, what's her name, Brandy, when Brandy was doing that interview with Clive Davis on like in the middle of a set of some kind of show or some interview or something, Whitney Houston walked up to her and gave her a note. Whitney Houston walked up to Brandy and gave Brandy a note right in the middle of the actual interview. Walked up to her and gave her a note in the middle of the interview. Nobody still know what this note really said or what it was really about. Right in front of Clive Davis, Brandy was sitting there. She was sitting there with Clive Davis. Brandy was when Whitney Houston walked up and passed her this note. So this is how far Clarence Avant goes back to. This is how he was controlling all these people and all this stuff. Clarence Avant is the one that had all the videos and had the list of all the people as how he was keeping all the stuff in control. Diddy being his protege. This right here is a letter that Diddy wrote after Clarence Avant died. And bear in mind, I made a video about this before. Like when the stuff started coming up on Diddy, I was like, the reason why they coming after him now was because Clarence Avant died. I was saying that was the that's why I was saying that's what they was coming after. He just died in August. You know what I'm saying? Clarence Avant. And that's when after that is around the same time the Diddy lawsuit happened with the the liquor company, all this stuff. Right before that, the Keefe D thing came out. All this stuff was going on. So when Clarence Avant passed away, that's when they turned the heat up on Diddy. Because like I said, the reason why they came to Clarence Avant's house to begin with and killed his wife, they sent that dude there to retrieve these tapes that Clarence Avant had then. They knew he was old already. He was like 90 years old when this happened. His wife was 81. He was 91 or something like that when they killed his wife. He was like 90. So they try to, and that they waited till he got old and weak. You know what I'm saying? They knew he was on his way out of here. They wanted that information from Clarence Avant. They wanted those tapes from him. Killed his wife to get him. He still didn't give him up. Still controlled them tapes to the day he died, which would lead us to who did he give the tapes to? He probably gave the tapes to Diddy. That's why they're tearing Diddy's house apart right now because Diddy got these tapes from Clarence Avant. This list and these tapes and these videos of all the people that Clarence Avant, like I said, has all Clarence Avant he knows where all the bodies are buried. This is Clive Davis, he knows the Whitney Houston stuff. He knows all the stuff. This is how Clarence Avant has been able to stay in power for all these years. And even his daughter right now, his daughter was born on the same day his wife was born. You know what I'm saying? So she was born October, whatever. That's not really that important. I just thought that was like a little fun fact. But his daughter is born on the same day that they got the same birthday. His daughter and his wife. So his daughter right here, she's married to. His daughter is married to the Netflix dude. That's who his daughter is married to. This dude right here, Theodore Anthony Sarandos Jr. He's the CEO at Netflix. Co-CEO right here, co-chief executive officer at Netflix. This dude right here. That's who his daughter is married to. This dude. And if you look on like I said, his daughter's thing, it says some of the people, it says during her childhood, some of the people who frequented their house was Jimmy Carter, Tom Bradley, Great Davis, Jerry Brown. The main name here being Jimmy Carter, the president of the United States. That's why you keep hearing everybody saying this stuff about Diddy having that there's politics and everything involved in this. Because Diddy has all the information. Diddy has Clarence Avant's list and videos from when he was in power. That's why they sent the Homeland Security to Diddy's house to find that information. That's what they're really looking for. They're looking for Clarence Avant's stuff that he passed on to Diddy when he just died in August. You know what I'm saying? That's why they came down on him that hard. That's why this Cassie stuff emerged because Diddy has some of the information, but he don't have the resources and all the same people and connections that Clarence Avant had. Yeah, I think Clarence Avant, he died at 91 years old. He been in the industry for a long time. You know what I'm saying? We talking going way back. You look him up, you don't know what I'm talking about. Tons and tons of the biggest names and the biggest acts he was involved in. Clarence Avant. You know what I'm saying? But they killed his wife to get that information from him. On the thing, it says the gunman said he researched them. They say online, but they put research and parentheses. You know what I'm saying? Where's it at? They put research in parentheses that he went there to get this information from. Because who breaks in their house 2:30? Why did he kill his wife? He went there at 2:30 in the middle of the night. There was a security guard there. He went there with an AR-15 rifle. 2:30 in the morning, ended up killing her, shooting her in the back. What was the use of shooting that lady in the back and killing her? And where was Clarence Avant at that time of the night? Because when the police showed up, he was sitting there holding her on the ground as she was bleeding. So he wasn't too far away. He was around, and it was 2:30 in the morning. So where was he at? How far could he have been at 2:30 in the morning that he was able to get there while his wife was still alive? But she couldn't talk. She was saying her last breaths, but she was dying in his arms pretty much at 2:30 in the morning, and he made it there in time for that. So where was he at? Was he actually really there? You know what I'm saying? Was he did he refuse to give this dude the videos and tapes that they was trying to get then? You know what I'm saying? and he killed and dude killed his wife to retrieve this information because he didn't give it up. Because if you think about it, that don't really make sense. I mean, it's possible. Maybe he could have been at a studio somewhere close by. I'm talking about Clarence Avant when his wife died. I'm talking about right now. Said his wife died. Like I said, she was 81. The dude broke in 230 home invasion to obtain valuable items. It says he shot completely vulnerable 81-year-old woman. But Clarence Avant wasn't there at the time. She was there with an unarmed security guard who the dude also shot at, but he didn't hit him. But Clarence Avant made it there by the time. See if I can find that real quick. He made it there to the scene with his wife dying by the time the police came. So I don't know where I read that part at. It's on there somewhere though. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Where it says he came there while she was bleeding, while she was shot. He showed up. Right there, you see it says. He said mayors researched Clarence Avant's home online before the 2:30 a.m. home invasion. So he came there at 2:30 a.m. I watched. Like I said, let me see. Over here it says in the sentencing memo, Avila revealed that Clarence Avant was seated on the floor behind his wife, holding her head when Beverly Hills police arrived at the couple's house, Thousand Estate home. At the point, Jacqueline was breathing faintly but could not open her eyes and had trouble answering the officer's questions. So it's 2:30 in the morning, and Clarence Avant supposedly not home. A shout out to you, Kyber Knows 144. Shout out to you. Much love as always. You know what I'm saying? So it's 2:30 in the morning. Where is he at that he makes it home by the time his wife dies? Remember, she's shot in the back. She's 81 years old. She's only living for a couple of minutes, but he wasn't home at the time. That don't make no sense. He was there. You know what I'm saying? This tells me that he was there and that gunman that came in there was trying to get these videos and lists from him that he has that he been controlling everybody with for the past 30, 40, 50 years that he been in the business. You know what I'm saying? So that's the conclusion I'm coming to. I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? It might not be it, but this is what makes sense to me. This is the only thing that's making sense to me right now, the main thing. Because you gotta understand, to billionaires and the people that are really in control, like I always tell you, I've been saying since my last channel, we never see the people who really run the world. You know what I'm saying? Or the people who really run the scenes of whatever it is behind the scenes. We don't see them. We see the people they put out in front for us to see. You know what I'm saying? So, but at that point, these billionaires and these people that really run stuff, they got the authority and power to send the feds to you, to send the police to you, to get your house raided. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to go out and commit a crime against societal laws for them to show up. A person like these billionaire people behind the scenes can hire them and send them to your house to shake you down and run you down. Because you got to understand, and like I just said, people keep talking about all these political ties Diddy got and stuff like that. It shows you right here, like I just showed you. You can see right here, clear as day. This is his daughter. Hold up. Right here on his daughter's Wikipedia, it says right here, during her childhood, Jimmy Carter, Tom Bradley, Gray Davis, and Jerry Brown were frequent visitors to the family's estate in Hollywood. Jimmy Carter was a president of the United States, a goddamn president. Why are they over at Clarence Avant's house, people like this? This stuff is a lot deeper than you think it is. They want that list from Diddy because, and when Diddy's plane went down to wherever it went to, that probably was because if you think, yesterday I said in the video, I was like, if he got any evidence of any wrongdoing or any kind of crime he's committing or something like that, that would have been going a long time ago. I'm talking about something that can implicate him in a crime, get him locked up, something they could run down to him for and arrest him for. There's no way he still has it in his possession at his house something that's an actual crime. You know what I'm saying? So you can forget about that. They say they found something in Diddy's houses. Don't believe that. It would take something real strong for them to convince me that when they if they come out and say they found such and such in his house, it's going to take something real concrete for me to be convinced that that's actually true. I can't see him sitting around all this time just waiting for them to come. People, everybody's like, oh, the computers, you can't erase stuff out of computer. It stays in. That means throw the whole goddamn computer away. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna be sitting there with the computer. You're talking about people like Diddy who got people, not just lawyers, people who got access to all types of technology and stuff like that. You think that he wouldn't know that if you erase something out of a goddamn computer, that it's still gonna be there? So no, if he got something that incriminating on the computer, he's gonna throw the whole goddamn computer away. Not only throw it away, he's gonna probably incinerate the goddamn thing so it burns to ash. You know what I'm saying? By the time you find that computer, ain't gonna be nothing left from it except dust. That's what somebody like him would do with information that would be incriminating to himself if he still had it. People like them, I know I goddamn it would if I was that rich and had these mansions, I would have an incinerator in my basement. You know what I'm saying? A device just like they got in the funeral home, that the thing that cremates your body. I would have one of them in my basement. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying to burn bodies, but I'm just saying for any old thing, something you got to get rid of, throw that shit in the incinerator and burn it to a crisp. So all that stuff they took out of Diddy's house, they seen them wires and all that stuff. I can't see him having anything incriminating on any device inside of his house. I just can't see that. I don't believe that. They would have to come up with something real convincing. But like I said, since the Homeland Security, the feds and stuff came, it looks like a criminal thing. But if they was sent there by the people who were on these lists from this list that Clarence Avant had from way back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Um, that would make sense. Cause that's how he been running the show for all this time. Clarence Avant, I'm talking about. When have you ever heard of a black man being that powerful in anything? You know what I'm saying? The music industry behind the scenes, even above like the mob and people like that running shit from way back in the day. He had to have had incriminating stuff on people that have that position, and they knew that if they touched him, he probably had it set up to a way, and they probably knew he had to set it up in a certain way that if something happened to me, god damn it, this shit will come out some kind of way. He probably had an avenue for that information to get out. Talking about Clarence Avant. You know what I mean? So that's why they came when he was old, came and killed his wife to get the videos. He didn't give them up. Probably passed them off to Diddy. Diddy's probably the holder of these videos and this list and all this information that he got on politicians. Like I said, people like Clive Davis. We can even go way back to the Whitney stuff because all this stuff is tied in because you got the same players that are in the mix. All this stuff. He's the constant in all this stuff. Clarence Avant is the constant. All this stuff. He was dealing with Janet Jackson. He was dealing with mad people. Like I said, there goes Clive Davis right there. So that's what I'm thinking is that's what I'm saying it is, man. Matter of fact, give myself a couple shots for that, man, because I think this is what this thing actually is. They are looking for this. They are looking for these videos and this list, Clarence Avant's list and videos that he passed off to Diddy when he died. He just died, like I said, August 13th, around the same time all this stuff was bubbling up with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? This Keefe D stuff came out around then. They ran up on Keefe D around that time. Cassie stuff came out a little bit after. You got the stuff going on with this liquor brand lawsuit and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind, just in case I ain't said it yesterday on the video, my hair, I had some little curls going on. I know it looks crazy with the light hitting it right now. It looks like but it was some curls you know what I'm saying? Some curls that were in effect. It should look like raggedy now, but I should have put a goddamn hat on for real. But the way this light hitting it make it look like I'm like bald or some shit. But that's not the case. It just I had some little curl, some activators, some little Jerry curl juice on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Try to that's just But yeah, man. So that's what I'm rolling with. That's what makes sense to me at the time. Cause everything else we see is not what it is. They not coming to your house that deep, that strong, unless they're taking you out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's possible the police do searches, search warrants, come to your house trying to look for stuff, trying to build a case, and they might not have enough to get you and stuff like that. But they're not coming that deep on boats. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff, unless you are leaving with them. And why did they come when Diddy wasn't home? There's other thing you got to understand about search warrants. When they're about to come search your house and kick your door down or run up in your house, or like a no knock warrant, even a knock warrant, they have already been surveillancing you for at least the day prior to see your. They're watching you for at least 24 hours ahead of time, so they know exactly where you're at, and they want to catch you there. It's very rare they're gonna run up in somebody's house when they're not there. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. Trust what I'm telling you. That part of it don't make no sense. We thought he got on the plane and left. Turns out that he was right there in Miami at the airport. Maybe he sent them tapes and the videos and the list down on the plane as a divergent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not as a divergent to get that out of Dodge. Like I said, I'm sure he wouldn't be home with no criminal, holding no criminal stuff in his house, but the list and stuff like that, that's not necessarily criminal. That's just something that he got on people in the industry. That's not a crime per se. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, they would have definitely went up or carved those element of surprise. And when they do the element of surprise, when they run in your house for that kind of raid to bring in that many police, you're leaving with them. They're coming to look for anything else they could find, but they already have something on you to take you out of there with them. You know what I'm saying? Trust what I'm telling you. I can't see them coming there that heavy and not really having enough to really arrest them for. You know what I mean? Because that's just not how they usually do stuff. Like that's a lot of money. It's a lot of manpower. It's a lot of stuff they put aside to go down there and deal with that situation. You know what I'm saying? Just for shits and giggles, real quick. Let me see if I can. Give me a second, real quick. I'm gonna go over here and see if the Joker's playing. See what kind of activities going on with the plane. Oh, we got movement on the plane. Hold up a second. Let me get this over here. We got movement on the plane. Let me get this over here. 1 second. Get this plane info up here. Bam, right there. We got info on the plane. Remember yesterday, 2 days ago, I showed the flight of the actual flight when it left. Like I said, I can't say I'm the first. I didn't see every goddamn video on YouTube, of course, but I'm the only person that I seen to go out here and actually find out how to look up the information for the flight, track the plane, all this stuff. I actually found out where the plane was. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen nobody else do that, and still I ain't hardly get no goddamn views on that video. But that's beside the point. But anyway, here goes the plane. If these goddamn ads will stop popping up on it. So I showed y'all 2 days ago, 23rd. It went from Miami to Phillipsburg. That's California. Then I showed you the one right here, the second one, the 25th. That's the day the raid happened. That's when it went from Van Nuys, California, down to Antigua. Now today, the 20 today's the 27th, right? Let me see. Yeah, today at 10 a.m. right there, you see that the plane went from Antigua back to Miami this morning, 10 o'clock a.m. So that's where the plane is at right now. It's back in Miami. See the route the plane took right there. There's the down in Antigua. It went landed right there in Miami. So that also raises other speculation. You know what I'm saying? The day the plane went down there, the 25th, he wasn't on the plane. He was right in Miami himself. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I did hear this. Some people were saying like, yeah, people do charter planes and stuff. Like some of these people that own these planes, if they're not flying them, they'll charter them out, like rent them out to other people that can. You know what I'm saying? So they like basically renting the plane out is basically what they do when they're not using them. But it left that day, that morning, went to Antigua. Now it came back. Now it's in Miami. You know what I'm saying? That was this morning. The plane left from down there to down there. And in case you don't know, you can go on this thing here and you could look at every flight going on in America if you want to. It's called the plane jet finder, plane finder. You go on there. Diddy's plane number, if you don't know, is right there. N1969C. That's Diddy's plane tail number. So you go into this plane finder website right here, type in the number, then it'll show you all the activity of that plane. So yeah, the plane right now is in Miami. That's where it sits at. It arrived in Miami at 12:56 p.m. earlier today. So yeah, man, stuff is crazy, man. It's crazy. But you just gotta look at this thing for what it is, man. The official story is not it's not adding up. It's not making no sense, man. There's a lot more going on here than what they saying. A lot with these lists and all this stuff, these videos. These are Clarence Avant's videos that he passed on to Diddy. He was Diddy's mentor. Diddy was his protege. You know what I'm saying? Diddy and Jay Z. That's why everybody's saying Jay Z's next because they figure Jay Z or Diddy has these videos in his list. I'm thinking Diddy got it. I don't think Jay Z would have it. Maybe, I don't know. You never know. Cause Jay Z and Diddy, those are his two main proteges. In case you ain't seen this yet. This picture here is from the Rock Nation brunch. I think it said 2021 or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's about it, man. I forgot to even mention this damn number I had up here for anybody to call in and shit. But I guess y'all would have seen it if y'all could have called if y'all would have wanted to. But too late for that. About to get up out of here, man. But like I said yesterday, I'm not piling in. Just like with the whole Bill Cosby thing, I made a video. Then I said, look, I'm not jumping in and piling in because this shit don't make no goddamn sense. You think about it. Think about it like this: Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, and Diddy, and R. Kelly for that matter. You know what I'm saying? They changed the law for all of them to get them to grab them up. They changed the law for all of them. They went and reversed the statute of limitations for Diddy to get caught up in this lawsuit just now in New York. They removed the statute of limitations for like what was a year, whatever long it was, a couple months, a year, whatever it was. Removed it, like just changed the law out of nowhere. Just changed the law, removed the statute of limitations, allowed him to get caught up. Who else did I say? Oh, Bill Cosby. They took Bill. They double jeopardy Bill Cosby. The deposition he gave. Don't quote me on the exact process of a lot of it happened. I can't remember exactly how it happened, but they ended up allowing something to go into the court that was supposed to already be null and void and non accessible to court. The Bill Cosby thing. That's how he got out. On a couple years later, they let him out on that technicality, but in reality, they wasn't supposed to lock him up on that in the beginning because that was against the law. But they changed the law or just broke the law. You know what I'm saying? Either changed or broke the law to lock him up to do what they did to him. Michael Jackson, same thing with Michael Jackson. They trying to go after a dead man now. You know what I'm saying? They trying to actually go after a dead man. He's been dead all these years. They got people coming out of the woodwork to go after him. When have you ever even heard of that before? You know what I'm saying? Now I just seen something to where his son, Michael Jackson's son, Blanchett, whatever the hell his name is, got beef with Michael Jackson's mom because they lost some type of This is the other thing with Michael Jackson too. Just like with Diddy, just like stuff going on, they went and smeared Michael Jackson's name to try to devalue his catalog. You know what I'm saying? Devalue all his stuff to try to take control of You know Michael Jackson owns so much more stuff than just his catalog though. But then they ended up getting part of it from his family. Now they trying to now they're in some type of a deal to get like a $900 million deal or something from the family. You know what I'm saying? Or they're covering this in court TV with the Michael Jackson situation with the son and the mom. Because right now there's like a 800 or $900 million deal of some sort. They lost an appeal to whatever the part of it was, but the son he wants to just stop and say, all right, that's it. But Michael Jackson's mom, Catherine Jackson, wants to keep going with it. So now the son has put in a motion to for them to prevent his mom from using any more money from the estate for an attorney. How's that even sound? You know what I'm saying? This Joker, this kid who don't look nothing like Michael Jackson, mind you, don't look a goddamn thing like Michael Jackson at all, or anybody black for that matter, is blocking Michael Jackson's mom from getting money from the estate so she can't hire an attorney to appeal this whatever deal, whatever this thing is going. Telling you, man, this stuff is crazy when it gets deep into it, man. Oh, Diddy, they covering Diddy situation. It's deep when you get into it, man. And just like Prince and Michael Jackson, what they have in common? Right before they killed Michael Jackson, what he say? He called out Tommy Mottola and them. You know what I'm saying? Saying the stuff they was doing. He ends up dead. You got Prince. He been coming at the system with the whole um, ownership thing. They got him up out of there. Years ago, Prince tried to go to all the main people. I think it was like even Jimi Hendrix and then back in the day or whoever, like that time period. He tried to get everybody on board. Back then, he was like, "Look, we need to all come together and do our own. I don't know if it was a distribution or some sort of something." He was like, "We need to stop." He was like, "Cause we're the talent. Without us, you know what I'm saying? None of this stuff moves." He was like, "They got nothing to sell if they're not selling us, cause we are the talent." But they wasn't with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was wasn't Sam Cooke. That's like a long time ago. I think it might have been Jimi Hendrix or James Brown and people like that around that time, if I'm not mistaken. But Prince was trying to do that then. I forget where I just seen this out or read it at. It was like a whole story. Just seen it a couple days ago. But yeah, long story short, they got Prince up out of here. And Prince was going around telling rappers, he even told Nas, because Nas tried to do a song on him. He was like, look, you got to own your the biggest truth seeker was good. He was like, I can't do a song with you unless you own your masters. You know what I'm saying? You gotta own your stuff. Or so he was talking that to he was telling people that. So it's no mystery why they got him up out of there. But man, like this stuff is deep, man. It's way bigger than just what we seeing them chasing Diddy around. There's a lot more to it than that. And they can't say certain stuff because if certain information comes out, other people are going to go down. So what this is that it's like the people who are after Diddy are also not in cahoots willingly with him. They also are have the risk of being exposed, so they can only come at him certain type of ways and do certain type of stuff. They can't just come out and just say what they because then they're going to incriminate themselves and put themselves in a hot seat. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is crazy, man. I ain't gonna go through the whole thing again, but I showed in the beginning how Clarence Avant's daughter is talking about her childhood. He had Jimmy Carter them coming to his house frequently. The president of the United States. That's where Diddy gets all this political stuff from. Is from Clarence Avant. Trust what I'm telling you. All this structure. But when Clarence Avant passed off his information to Diddy, and then he just died in August of last year, Diddy don't have the connects that Clarence Avant. Clarence Avant been around a long time, a long time. You know what I'm saying? Diddy don't have that kind of reach, even though he got that information in them tapes, probably. You know what I'm saying? That he can control and blackmail people with. He don't got the resources and the connections that Clarence Avant had to put it all together to make it solid. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they trying to they coming at him little by little. That's why it's coming in increments. Every little thing they do, they trying to bully him into giving them tapes. He not giving them up. Come at him with Cassie, paid her off, got that out of the way. Some other people come up, dealing with them. She still ain't giving the tapes up. You got Little Rod coming out here dealing with Now they really turned the heat up to get, you know what I'm saying? Because they like, look, we done playing with you. We want these goddamn lists and these tapes and this information you got from Clarence Avant. He still ain't giving it up. You know what I'm saying? So now they turned the heat up on him massively. 'Cause like I said, they're not coming at you like that without leaving with you. And they damn sure, if they damn sure ain't coming at you like that if they don't know you're home. That's not how that works. When they about to raid you, they have been watching you for at least 24 hours before they come into your house, knowing everywhere you're at, and they're gonna wait till you're there and run up in your house while you're there. They're not gonna miss you. You at the airport finagling around with some wannabe hat, supposedly drug mule with weed, and they're not. You're gonna be at the house when they run up in your house. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be at the house when they run up in your house. And the reason they wouldn't want you to be there is because they doing some sneaky stuff, doing some stuff they ain't got no business doing. That's why they're gonna run up in your house when you're not there. If they would run up in your house, because they really there doing some other type of job. You know what I'm saying? Some other type of thing. The Petty Drawer says it was good. The Petty Drawer, Amber Lance, realest breakdown so far. The wife looks like a witch, evenly yoked. You talking about Clarence Avant's wife? Berta Bickman was popping, was good. Let me see. You talking about Clarence Avant's wife? Bring the picture up. You talking about her? That's who you talking about. Yeah, she do look like a goddamn witch. she do look like a witch. Not to sit here and trying to go in on her, but yeah. And like I said, in case you missed it, Amber Lynn said the new Batman villain, the Diddler. Oh yeah, the memes. I seen memes. I seen memes that were out of this world about Diddy, man. God damn, this shit. No, it was just crazy. But like I said about, if you missed the part when his wife, when he came and found, when that dude came and killed his wife, which I believe is to come to get those videos and list that Clarence Avant got, which he been using to keep the power that he's been having for all these years. 'Cause like I said, when have we ever seen a black man with this much goddamn power that most of us have never even heard of up until the past recent couple years? You know what I'm saying? He just died in August. I believe they came there into his house to get that information, them tapes, them videos, and these lists, all this information from him when they killed his wife. That's why they sent that boy to his house to kill his wife. Allegedly, I'm saying this is my own thoughts. They said this boy came there at 2:30 in the morning. Is when he came into his house. Clarence Avant supposedly wasn't there. It was only his wife and the security guard that was there. An unarmed security guard that was there and his wife. So the boy killed his wife at 2:30. Clarence Avant shows up at his house before his wife actually dies. When the police, he gets there before the cops come. Because when the cops showed up, I pulled it up already. When the cops showed up, let me just show you. This don't sound right to me when you really think about it. This don't sound right. When he came to the house, where's this part? It says, in the sentencing memo, Avila revealed that Clarence Avant was seated on the floor behind his wife, holding her head when Beverly Hills police arrived at the couple's Thousand Estates home. This is an $81, 81-year-old lady who got shot in her back. So you know she's about to die any second. You know what I'm saying? As soon as she gets shot. How did he show up? If he wasn't home at 2:30 in the morning, how did he show up at the house that quick before the police got there, before she died, if he wasn't already home at 2:30 and the guy, we talking about a 90-year-old man at this time. He died at 91. This is like a year and a half before he died. So we talking about an 89 or 90-year-old man. Who's moving around that quick 2:30 in the morning that's 90 years old? You know what I'm saying? Amber Lynn said they living too damn long. The daughter ordered it for her Jimmy Carter tapes. Choma or her. You never know. You never know. And like I said, the daughter is married to the Netflix co-chief CEO, whatever it's called, executive. That's who his daughter's married to, and his daughter was. That's funny you said that witch thing too, because the daughter was born on the mom's birthday. You know what I'm saying? How often does that even happen? The daughter was born on the mom's 28th birthday. Saying the daughter could have, you never know. You know what I'm saying? For them tapes, Jimmy Carter, the president, hanging at your house on a frequent basis. I mean, who is this dude? Who? How many people do you know that's not? You know what I'm saying? They got the president just hanging at their house on a frequent basis. Like that. Just think. You know what I'm saying? Common sense to tell you. And this is a black man we talking about. We talking about a black man at that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more to this. And his predecessor is Diddy and Jay Z, or his proteges. He's the mentor to Diddy and Jay Z, amongst others, but they're his main two proteges. There's a lot more to this, man. Trust what I'm telling you. Yep, murder was the case. Said Amber Lynn said we know we watch SWAT TMZ tells. Yeah, SWAT team ran up in my goddamn house. SWAT team ran up in my house before for some shit I didn't even do. You know what I'm saying? Some shit I definitely didn't do. My daughter had guns on my daughter, my baby's mom, me, big ass AR-15 rifle guns, big machine guns, uh, red beams, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said yesterday, I'm not just jumping on and piling on it. Like this shit looks fun on TV. We talk about it and then we all excited, but there's no joke when these people come to your house, especially when your kids are there. You know what I'm saying? Running down, just that's no joke, man. That shit is not a joke. I could have got shot just, you know what I'm saying? They could have shot if I could have made the wrong move too quick. This is Christmas time too. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to see police with guns and stuff around. They like I've been through that, man. I'm telling you, this shit is not a game, man. Shit is not a game. That's a whole. Think I told that story on here before when the SWAT team ran at my house. A whole different thing. A whole some crazy shit, man. Some shit I damn sure ain't have nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? Ran up at my house. It was something to do with a murder, but I damn sure didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing to do. I mean, this is it's all old news now. Somebody already got convicted, locked up for it. It's a whole big thing. You know what I'm saying? But when then people come to you like that, man, this shit is not no game, man. I done have feds in my house, detectives in my house. Shit is not a joke. That's why I'm not sitting there. I can't see myself sitting here clapping for nobody going to jail. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a goddamn who it is and what they did. Now there is some people that when you see them locked up for certain stuff they did, you be like, I get it. Or there are some people that are that dangerous that are just a threat or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna be the one to sit here and cheer it on. I ain't doing that. I don't do that. I can't see myself being happy somebody's getting locked up. I'm not. That's just not. That's just not. So Amber Lynn said, like Cedric the Entertainer as the private eye. I'm going to catch you. I'm going to catch you, sucker. Cheese dude with the camera. The Black Panther and Fannie Willis' dad, a lawyer in Georgia. Like the lights went out in Georgia. Oh, I'm learning about that. Said Jimmy Carter and Diddy the night lights went out in Georgia. He's just saying random crazy stuff. I don't even know about none of that stuff. Kyra knows 144 said military for tapes. Yeah, sent the goddamn military up in there is basically what they did. They looking for them damn tapes. I'm telling you, not Diddy's tapes. Clarence, yeah, Diddy probably got his own stuff, but they looking for Clarence Avant stuff. I'm telling you, he died in August of last year. That's when they turned the heat up on Diddy. Once he was out the way, that was Diddy's protection. That's he. If you look up Clarence Avant, if you don't know his story, you'll see when you look at he politics, music, Hollywood. This dude is behind the scenes and all type of shit. Man, he's just running the whole shit behind the scene. A black man. You got to have dirt on people. You know what I'm saying? That's how Diddy learned how to operate with this getting videos on people and stuff like that. And Clarence Avant ain't the one that came up with that either. He didn't make that up. You know what I'm saying? He got that from somewhere else. He learned that from how the other people who are controlling this shit. You know what I'm saying? So That's it though, man. I gotta get up out of here. I'm getting disorientated. I gotta fucking get up out of here now. My thoughts is getting too mangled up. Amberland said we love it. It's fine, fuzzy, fuzzy. But yeah, man. Don't believe all the stuff with what you see with Diddy. I'm not here to defend Diddy. That's the other thing. It's not that I'm here to defend Diddy. It's just that I know how it feels to go through this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like police running it out. This shit is not a game. That shit is traumatizing, yo. Shit is traumatizing. When the SWAT team came to my house, they was at least 30 deep. At least, at least 30 deep. You know what I'm saying? Only reason I got up out of it for the the reason why nothing happened to me, I didn't do shit. So that's number one. But this girl that was cooperating them with my cousin, he's the one he got locked up. Like I said, it was a heinous crime, so I understand why they came there. I'm not sitting there like, oh, they ran. Like the situation that happened was such a heinous crime that yeah, I understand why they came, ran up in my house like that. I'm not even complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? But it was a heinous crime. The girl had already had they had the information they wanted. They were just running up on me to try to see if I thought I knew something or if I, you know what I'm saying, could have. But it was proven. They even told me, look, if we find out something or anything like that, you are looking at 20 something, you're going down. You know what I'm saying? If you know something, you tell us now, or you, like they would. It was a hardcore shit in my house. They came in and ran up in my house. It was a heinous crime that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even that girl that told that stuff that was going on with my cousin, he got locked up. All this stuff. Like I'm not even mad at her because she was dragged into some shit that she was a white girl from like the mountains that my cousin knew. She didn't come down to Easton to get caught up in a heinous murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't even have like if I seen her right now, I wouldn't even be like, oh, I was like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't. She didn't come down there. She's come down there looking, trying to chill with dudes, find boys and shit like that. She wasn't down there to get caught up in no crazy shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But when shit like that happens, man, that's why I'm not sitting there cheering this Diddy shit on. I don't think this shit is a joke at all. For real, man. That shit is not a joke. People running it up in your house like that, and they ramshacked this house too, straight ramshackled. And it's been said that Diddy's a Fed too. You know what I'm saying? So let's not make no mistake about that. It is has been alleged or said that Diddy himself was a Fed and been a Fed. Um, what they say? Him and uh, who was saying this earlier? Kirk Burrows, I think. Who was this star? Was it a star in the morning? It was somebody saying this. Diddy and Kirk Burrows. He was like the co-founder, co-owner of Bad Boy before Diddy allegedly, supposedly cut his neck, did something to him to made him did some old Suge Knight Vanilla Ice type stuff to him to make him sign off a Bad Boy allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Is what the story that I heard. I forget who was this. I just seen that it was like yesterday or something earlier. I seen somebody saying that. But yeah, Kirk Burrows and Diddy is supposed to have been feds or something, and his handler might have died or something. Whoever he had that he was under years ago or something in the Fed part or something, some crazy stuff. But it sounds, I don't know, man. See, like I said, I'm not saying this like I'm here just defending Diddy because you don't want to see nobody just go down for something that like the whole Bill Cosby thing. I was making videos, then I was like, look, you sit here and cheer this on this, and you think this is cool, you could be next. You know what I'm saying, make no mistake about it. This shit could happen to you. You could be next. You can be the next one to get ran down on and thrown away for some shit that you didn't do or some bullshit, some hyped up, trumped up charges or something. You know what I'm saying? It's sensational when you see other, but if it comes to your house, to your doorstep, shit is not no joke, man. Shit is not fun. They've been to my house a few times for different stuff. It's just that when you're just your name is going around for the wrong reasons, you always become a suspect, and then sometimes you just get collateral damage. You know what I'm saying? This times police came to my house, not even kicking my door down type search, but coming up in there, running me down, chasing me down. So once or twice, I let them. You want to look around? Look around. I ain't got nothing up in here to hide. You know what I'm saying? So all type of shit like that, man. Shit is not a joke, man. I was on parole one time, state parole. I had like 2 weeks. It was like I think 2 weeks or something left for parole. A month. It was something small. They showed up at my house on some shady, some weird stuff. I got like a couple weeks left to get off parole. They came to my house with some bullshit one time. You know what I'm saying? They just be trying to scare you up a lot of the time, trying to get you to say something, just to throw stuff at you to make you feel like not only that they know you did something, but like allude to the fact that somebody you know might have said something about whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell you talking about. If you taking me, take me. Otherwise, shit, I don't know what you're talking about. Amberlynn said, Dainty King. Dainty King got it for Prince and the Diddler Combs. Dainty King. Who's Dainty King? You up here saying all type of crazy stuff. But yeah, man, let me get up out of here. And the other thing, man, if this thing does go far and crazy, like and this is the other thing too. This is the other reason why I'm not cheering for this, man. You gotta think about this. What just came out in the past couple of days, everybody was talking about this goddamn Nickelodeon thing. Dan Schneider. I did a video years ago. It's on my channel. You can look it up. I made a video. It says, "Is Dan Schneider really the father of Jamie Spears' daughter?" Britney Spears got a sister named Jamie Spears. It's alleged that Dan Schneider is really the father of her child. You know what I'm saying? Jamie Spears is blonde. Somebody just put this comment on that video the other day. I don't know if this is 100% accurate or true or not, but Jamie Spears is blonde. Her so-called baby dad is blonde, but the kid, the daughter, got brown hair. And from what this person said, they said that that's impossible. I'm not saying this for sure. I don't know. I'm not a you know what I'm saying. I don't know if that's true or not. It's not a. I'm not saying it's a fact, but they're saying, yeah. Amber Lynn said, why does Hunter Biden look like Ted Bundy? Yo, you crazy? Yo, what the? Oh man, why does that shit is insane, man. That's funny. You done threw me all the way off with that shit, yo. Why do Hunter Biden look like Ted goddamn Bundy? That shit is hilarious, yo. Yo, Amber Lance, you are crazy, yo. I never seen you here before, but you showed up beasting. You crazy. So Cassie also charged with trafficking. Oh, what was I saying? I said, oh, they was saying that the Dan Snyder video, um, they said that Jamie Spears, Britney Spears' sister, and her baby, so-called baby daddy, both got blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? And this person in the comments said, two blind people can't produce a child that got brown brunette hair. Anyway, if you want to look at it, I got a video. Just type in, go on my channel, type in Jamie Spears, Dan Schneider. This is years ago. I put this video up. They just way before this Nickelodeon shit just came out. I put this video and shout out to Lovely T. You know what I'm saying? Lovely T had she featured my video. She was talking about it. Gave me a little shout out. You know what I'm saying? Lovely T. If you don't know who Lovely T is, go check out Lovely T. Big YouTuber. She got like one of the million subscriber type YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Big timer. But she featured my video. She talked about it years ago. So yeah, man, and that's what I was saying. We don't see them going, and that just came out. So now everybody that's forgotten about, and now Diddy's the topic. Got the whole Nickelodeon people over there. That shit just got swept under the rug. Now we talking about Diddy. Now he's the topic of all this. He's the face of it. They ran in his. They ain't run it up in Dan Snyder's house. They didn't run it up in Harvey Weinstein's house. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, gotta be wary, leery of stuff, man. These people, you can't just be believing and trusting the stuff they say, man, because there's a lot more to this story, man. Even if my theory here is off, what they telling us, there's a lot more to this shit. And before I go, let me just track the see if I could track the Diddy's plane, see if it made any more moves since where's the damn thing? Can't bring it up. But now I showed it earlier. Oh, here it goes right here. Oh yeah, Diddy's it ain't make no more moves. His jet still in Miami. Posted up. So that's about it, man. Shout out to everybody that came through. Kyra knows. Much love as always. Amber Lance, whoever you are, came through bugging. That was funny what you said. Why do Hunter Biden look like Ted Bundy? That shit is hilarious, yo. Who else came through here? Biggest True Seeker, the Petty Drawer. Shout out to y'all. Barter, Barter Bickham, Berta Bickham. Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Everybody have a good goddamn night. Stay out of the way of these jokers. Do what you got to do. Just keep being you. You know what I'm saying? That's about it.